What do we got?
Ryan Proctor writes, "Hey guys, what's up? I'm a huge fan of the show. My question relates to a sequel to the upcoming Fantastic Four reboot. Several months ago, a release date was announced for the film, and ever since, we have had different stories regarding the troubled shoot of the reboot. With that being said, do you think the studio is having second thoughts due to the embargo for reviews on the new film, or are they overly confident that the film could get a sequel? Your thoughts?"
You know, we touched on this on Heroes. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before or something like that. It's Fantastic Four, just to, you know, bring us up to speed here. Kind of negative thinking about it for when news first came out. They, you know, Fox didn't do a good job with the first two Fantastic Four films. Then they announced the Fantastic Four Babies cast and all that kind of stuff. But as time went on, at least for me, I'll just speak for myself personally. I really like the director they got in Josh Trank. I really like the writers they brought on. We got Simon Kinberg in there. This is a uber talented cast. This is an incredibly talented cast, loaded with talent. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, the trailers come up. I've bought into the trailers. It got to the point where I am excited for Fantastic Four. I am actually really pumped to see this movie. And now Fox is doing everything they can possibly do in their power to convince me otherwise. They're like two things. Well, it really comes down to one. They're hiding this movie from critics. They're not showing this to critics. Now, this is not about, oh, critics feel entitled. That's not it at all. This is Fox wanting to make sure no word about this movie gets out. They do not want what Fox is doing, because they're only showing this to critics 24 hours before the movie opens, and then have a review embargo till something like 12 hours before the movie opens. I can't remember the exact time. This is Fox, I said this on Heroes, waving a giant flag that says, "We don't like our own movie. We don't believe in our movie." It's almost like they're trying to convince me that I shouldn't look forward to this. This is a horrible sign. Horrible sign. So I don't know what to think anymore. It took them a year to bring me to the point where, yeah, not only am I over my pessimism, I'm actually excited about Fantastic Four. I think this is going to be a good movie. I'm excited. And now they're like pissing on my enthusiasm. They're like, no, I guess we're going to hide this movie from people. I'm stunned by this move. I can't believe that they'd be this stupid to do it like this, because even if the movie's good, they're sending out these flares that we don't believe in this movie, and it's like killing my buzz, man. Anyway, Mark, how do you see all this?
I feel the same way. Now, luckily, I have the magical ability to shut my brain off from all the outside noise, and so when I'm seeing a movie, I can just judge it based on the movie. And just based on what I've seen of this film so far, I'm excited. I see it Wednesday morning. I don't know when I'm allowed to talk about it. I think the next day, but I'm pumped to see Fantastic Four, because like John, I love the trailer so far. I'm like, this looks awesome. I am not a huge Fantastic Four fan. I didn't even see the other movies. I don't really care about them as a comic book franchise. But this made me excited to see and learn more about these people. So you're right. It's shocking to me that we don't know more about this, and that even if Fox didn't think it was a good movie, why wouldn't they act like it was? Like fake it till you make it kind of thing. At least have a good opening weekend, because based on the materials that they've showed us, it looks like it could stand on its own two legs, at least for 3 days before the word gets out. But it's I don't understand. Maybe it is part of a strategy they've had since way back. It doesn't seem like that to me, though. I smell something's wrong at the studio about this movie. I just can't put my finger on it, because everything I've seen looks awesome.
I like what you're saying. Look, you got to believe in your own movie. And if you don't, at least act like you believe in your own movie.
Just be a guy on a first date when you're clearly outmatched, as I have been many times. Act like you're supposed to be there, even if you're not.
Snap.
Well, I'll say this. It's very disappointing the way Fox is treating this film. As a fan of Lee Kirby, John Byrne, the Hickman run, a whole bunch of these comic books that have actually done really great Fantastic Four stories, I was super disappointed with the last two films. I'd rather forget about them. Seeing this new reboot and hearing about it early on, I wasn't 100% sold with the direction they were going. They're taking the Ultimates. And then as I saw footage, as I saw clips of it, as I saw the trailers, we've talked about it now since its inception. basically throughout all of movie talk, and all of us here slowly turned around to when we saw the trailers. Like, this looks like it could be really fun. It looks like a horror sci-fi superhero film. It looks different. It looks this, that. Then to get to this point, like 2 weeks before, like 2 weeks ago, we're like, well, when are the reviews going to come out? Nothing. Oh, they're not screening it for anyone. They're not even having a red carpet for it. It's like they're definitely, the people at Fox are hiding this film. Whether it's good or not is not why they're hiding it. There's something else has got to be there. I don't know what it is, but to me, it just makes me want to see the film even more now. I mean, sometimes it's like, don't look behind the curtain. Well, what's behind the curtain? Nothing. Don't be so concerned with this. Here, look at this shiny thing over here. What about that curtain that's over there? What's behind that curtain? That's what now I'm more interested to see.
You know what the problem is, though, is that shiny thing is Mission Impossible 5, because that's got great reviews, and that's going into its second weekend. And so now it looks even worse when you juxtapose these two films, where one's coming out and has all this great buzz, the other one has no buzz whatsoever. It's like a graveyard. So I want the movie to be good. I want to go see it on Wednesday and be like, yes, you guys need to see this movie. It's like it's Ant-Man again. Trust me. I'm not that confident anymore.
Well, honestly, it feels like Fox is setting it up so that it fails. That's what it feels like.
It feels like that. Yeah. Now, and here's the thing: let's keep this in mind too. The obvious thing here is that Fox is hiding the film, but as we have learned in Hollywood, the obvious thing is not always the actual facts. There are a million possibilities underneath the surface. Look, maybe this was a matter of, you know what? They're not done the movie. They literally finished the movie, the last edits, the last thing they wanted to do 24 hours ago. Maybe this was an instance of, who knows? There are a million other possibilities that we wouldn't even consider as to why maybe perhaps Fox has delayed and not put out any press screenings, any promotional screenings of this film until the day before release. The obvious answer is they're hiding the film, but it's not always the obvious answer. So when you go see it on Thursday or Friday, when we all go to see it on Wednesday, we got to walk in, like what Mark was saying, we got to walk into that movie theater and we got to put all of this drama out of our minds, just sit down and watch the movie for the movie. And hopefully come Thursday morning or Thursday's movie talk, we're going to be going, guys, Fantastic Four has been redeemed thanks to Fox, whatever, and just keep our fingers crossed and let's see if that's the case.
Yeah, embargo or no, y'all are getting an emoji as soon as I'm out of that theater Wednesday morning.